I forgot to put the music on.
Introduce.
Oh, that's an ad. There it is. Okay, cool. Wait for it. All right, cool. Welcome, welcome. Late night gaming. I'm adjusting some stuff. Okay. Why is the first car not loading, by the way? Oh, another CCGT, let's go. Take it. Sure, buy that. 24 is the points anyway. What do I even have? 7k? Yeah, okay. I never use them. Okay.
Welcome back, Master Chief.
Okay. There's so many messages. Oh, right, because I had to get rid of a ton of cars. I don't need any cars. Alright. Let's get the single player stuff done before anybody joins. I don't know if anybody's joining, to be fair, today, but we'll see. An Audi RS7, huh? Interesting car choice. I can't hear the engine. Wait, what? Why does this car make no sound? What the frick? Is this a bug or what? Hey, LCs. Both boats are Audis. But I'm more worried about the sound or lack thereof. PC's dying now? Sad. I'm so weirded out because I can't hear the freaking gear revs, so I don't know when to shift. Oh my god. E-sodding. That blue screen. What have you tested at this point? join game for a test. One ram stick test. Okay. You're always free to do so. Lol, Dante's too hard. I need to speed run it tonight if I'm gonna get any sleep tonight. So probably not. Dante's too good, bro. Doesn't even last very long either. Like Dante's ones, like I beat him and it's only because he doesn't find a line. Once he like copies my line, he's faster than me on it. So it's like I did this before when we were doing the Porsche GT3 rivals. Like I could only beat him when I could find a line that was better than his, and once he was on my line, there was no way I was beating him. Probably eventually could get him, but not worth the effort, I think. Why does this car have a clutch, by the way? Why can't I clutch? Zero 4 is slower. I mean, his is definitely not serious, pretty sure. We tried it once. I don't understand why they keep allowing this to happen, giving an electric car a clutch. I'm sure the game is not so badly coded that forcing it to have a clutch on manual. Feel the boat feels. Yeah, but the only reason why those things don't have a clutch is because they don't have a second gear. Anything with a gear, somehow they think it's okay for it with a clutch. It's literally just the gears. They're ahead of the times, dude. Actually, let's do the Hot Wheels stuff first, since you won't be able to join. Actually, it doesn't matter. Let's do this. Work AMG GTR. What? This is kind of tuned, I guess. I remember what tune I had. For what? Coded? Oh, I remember this thing has all the gears. What is this supposed to be? Oh, wait a minute. This this is Gran Turismo. This is GT. I don't remember the track name, but I remember the layout. I spawned out a couple times here when it was wet. High speed ring, yeah. It's pretty cool. Only thing that ruins it is kind of like the floor tiles. The sound doesn't really do it any good here. And the overall size is pretty small, but and that one doesn't make any sense. But still crazy, pretty crazy that I can recognize it at all. This tune is so bad. It literally just understeers all over the place. Must have been a Ugrundy tune or something. Got to put the CMOS battery. Oh, did you reset the your motherboard? Let's see. Shouldn't be a bent pin because a bent pin would mean that you can't. I guess it won't start probably. When you took out your GPUs, it gotta be GPU, I think. Something with the installation went wrong. Or it's your computer saying you have to update to Windows 11. Hello, Uncle Boogs. Slow boot? Probably. I think so. How you doing, Uncle Boogs? Rare to see you around today. How's it going? Released last year? Yeah. Only been a year. Hasn't even been a full year because it released in October. Hell no, win 11. I like that mentality. I subscribe to that. Alright, whilst Steez isn't here, I guess I'll do the Hot Wheels stuff. Is it November? Oh, okay. I remember October because I think it's because I had the Ultimate Edition, so I could play it early. Buggy AF. The game? I don't think it's that buggy anymore. Is it good online? It's chill. I don't think if you're gonna use a wheel, definitely don't. There's no like there is no ranked playlist or anything, so nothing is serious. You do get tryhards in the game that will like play with like most meta cars and stuff, but that's about it. Yeah, but I think it's chill. I don't use the wheel for this, as you can see from me not having wheel in the title. Anything goes 998. Oh, 998. Oh, do I have a 998 drift car? I don't think so. Third car, maybe that'll work. Oh, I guess Hoonigan could kind of work as drift car. Yeah, sure, why not? Chill stuff is great. I've never played Forza. Oh, yeah, I think you'll. What's it called? The physics are a bit lenient, even compared to GT, because the direct comparison with GT would be Forza Motorsport, and this ain't it. A bit more forgiving. I would say the racing is pretty fun. You get a few rammers, but then there's like a lot of ghosting, so you should be fine. That's why I always come back to this. Dude. I just feel like it's so chill. And it's a new type of racing where, like, I think like the most chill part is like the off-road stuff. Doing wheel-to-wheel stuff off-road is pretty fun. Fairly unique.
You've arrived at your destination.
iRacing, but cost. ACC is PC. AC is the more approachable one, though, I would say. If you want more chilled, and then you could like try out mods and stuff. AC is it. ACC is just GT3 cars. I think they have GT4 now, right? ACC took on so a while back. Only have laptop. Oh, yeah, ACC does have a console port. I don't know how cheap it is though. So I don't know if it's actually that accessible. I think Forza Horizon is a good. I don't know. Probably be pretty good. But like a chill game you want to get, you can try out. PS Plus. Yeah, there is a console where I don't necessarily know how good it is, especially if you're gonna. ACC is definitely like another more serious game. So you're probably gonna want to use your wheel for it. So it's not if you're looking for chill, it ain't it. Yeah, it's a good game. I don't even know. I thought you had a decent PC because you said you wanted to get into iRacing. And iRacing is only PC. Not surprised. Are you including a new PC into the equation? ACC, yeah, it is more serious than GT for sure. At least the sim model itself is. It's trying to be. It's officially licensed by like, is it FIA or like who runs GT3 racing? Yeah, it gets pretty hardcore. Stuff like you're allowed to tune the cars even if they're BOP. It's like less casual friendly if you're gonna, especially if you're gonna play online. people get pretty serious about it. God, wet plastic track is so bad. Feels so crappy to play on. Not gonna lie, this car looks super weird without the rear wing. The arcade racing and motorsport, yeah. So then Horizon is the open world, things like Test Drive Unlimited, Need for Speed, open world, but with way more realistic handling model. It's not fully realistic. It's way more realistic than the true arcade racers like Need for Speed. And then motorsport is the GT7 competitor. Where like you go to the real life tracks and some fantasy tracks. I personally enjoy the variety in Horizon a lot more. There's not much variety to me or Steez at this point because we've played it so much. I feel like as a newcomer, especially if it's like just another racing game for you, you have plenty of content to go through, for yourself, especially if you don't grind it like we do. Use it kind of as like a little game you play once in a while. I would highly recommend this over like ATC and stuff. If you have an Xbox, assuming you do, maybe your laptop can run it. Here with GT, the split lobbies and low adoption make it weird. The low adoption? Damn. That was pretty popular this game, but yeah, it's whether or not you want to go into hardcore sim. ACC is essentially the other hardcore sim compared to iRacing. Most people either race iRacing or they do ACC or both. You try Race Room, but that's free to play as well. Free to play sim. I don't know how good it is. I've heard that the driving model is pretty good. It's another PC title. If you have a if you're running off a laptop. I doubt the graphics are super demanding though. Yeah, but I don't know how good your laptop is, to be fair. It's rather like, if you're not looking for like a GT7 experience, like track racing, then I think Horizon is it. A ton of wacky stuff. If it's your first Horizon game as well, there's one thing with Horizon games is that overall formula hasn't really changed since Horizon 2, I would say. The only reason why I say the Horizon 2 is Horizon 2 because Horizon 2 is the first one on Xbox One. First Horizon was on Xbox 360, and then there was a lot of technical limitations they had to include, like map size and not putting like invisible barriers in places where you couldn't explore stuff. But ever since like they got to the Xbox One, I think the game's been essentially the same. It's at different locations. The graphics look a bit budget from what I've seen. Really? It looks pretty good now. It's still Unreal Engine, so it doesn't look too bad. Maybe you're thinking about AC? AC graphics aren't the best, but there's like a ton of mods, but of course, like mods make it look really good. But of course, at that point, you're using mods. Horizon could be good to get my son into it. Yeah, exactly. I like it because it's like it's got a good blend. I've gotten kind of sick of like pure arcade racers at this point. There also aren't aren't great ones out there. Like Need for Speed hasn't come back yet. I hope the new one's good. The new one's good, and then like there's like Test Drive Unlimited is coming out, another one. Hopefully that's probably good, but like there's no real good arcade racers, and I've kind of gotten sick of that model. Nobody's really doing it well to me, so I feel like I like this sort of slightly more realistic side. Like I think like I have tons of friends that like think that this is sim, and up till about like when I started playing, like I feel like this is pretty sim for a while. It's only like people that play real sims, like I'd say like GT is even slightly arcadey, but like a lot of people when they like after they play iRacing, ACC, and they come back to this, they're like, holy crap, this is arcade. It does classify as an arcade racer, whereas as I grew up on arcade racers like Need for Speed and stuff, this seemed like a sim to me. Just like perspective, it's kind of in the, like it's definitely kind of in the middle. I would still say it leans a bit towards the sim side, but that could be my bias because I grew up on arcade racers first. Seven. Like, no way. What's stopping you from allowing him to play GT? What about GT's turning you off from allowing a 7-year-old to play it? Curious. Say a sim has some form of real physics. Oh, then this is kind of sim then. I think it's only like slightly less simmy than. I would say it's actually like fairly close to like. Actually, it's not too far away from Forza Motorsport, and then by extension GT. Like. Things like are a bit easier to handle, like understeer doesn't happen as crazy and stuff compared to GT and Motorsport, but overall like the cars respond essentially realistically, I would say. He's too small to run a rig and he wants to do it with you. Oh, so he wants to be... Can you just start him on a controller? Does he like? You just have him play on controller. Or is he just like trying to copy you at that point because you don't want, because you're on a rig, he wants to be on a rig? Okay, apart from Forza physics, the front tire grip is multiplied when you brake while turning. Does it? I feel like if you brake while turning, it actually still runs wide though. I've had him do wheel with auto brake and auto track. That's exactly. Okay, makes sense. Yeah. I mean, it'd be weird to like leave your son out if you're on a rig and he's not. And you going from rig to controller might be weird. Could be weird. I mean, you could just like say, hey, I'm gonna play with my son and, you know, controller, but at that point you're like diminishing your experience a little bit. Might as well like explore a new game together. I think it's like it's also frustrating in that sense as well. If you've played a game a lot on rig and you've gotten good at it, and then now you suddenly have to do controller. That's exactly the same situation I ran into when I first got my rig and tried to play Horizon on the rig. Not rig, but like I have my wheel stand, but like I was so bad, and it was so frustrating because I knew my pace was so much better on the controller than it was on wheel. I could never, and I was and it was so frustrating for me. I had to, like, I gave myself like 2 to 3 months, I think, 3 months to try to get used to it. And I just never got it, so I gave up. Plus, this game just itself is better on, like, controllers have better mapping. You're just faster on the controller. It's just designed in that way. Where the assist that the controller gets makes it so that it's just faster. It's gonna be kind of weird. They gotta fix that for motorsport, I think, or else it's not gonna take off as much. I think personally, I think they need to kind of get it to work well on a rig. Pivot, but GT7 has done a great job leveling controller to rig. Yeah. But then I still feel like I think you hit a ceiling with controller that you wouldn't on a rig. I haven't hit that ceiling yet, for sure. Like, I'm still like pretty sure I'm playing against a ton of controller players that are better than me. That faster pace. But I think there's definitely that. But then this game is flipped, where no matter how good you get on a rig, you're still gonna lose to a controller player. Ultimately. Normal after reset the motherboard. How much you still stuck at booting up? You say stuck at booting up, is just black screen or is Windows loading? Super familiar with removing a CMOS battery, because usually there should be a motherboard reset. Like, if you like short a set of pins, that should reset your motherboard BIOS already, so I never had to pull out the CMOS battery. That seems a bit drastic. I don't know if that actually has caused issues, but Windows loading, just boot screen. Boot screen. He doesn't want controller, true. I can see that. My dad's on driving and it's like, why am I on a controller? That makes sense. This is like just the motherboard boot up screen. Yeah, but I would definitely recommend Horizon, I think. Especially if you're thinking about playing it with a child. The assists are good. Definitely not ACC. Because you need a rig for ACC. Yeah. That's my 2 cents. Ugh. Oh yeah, this boot screen. I don't know. I don't know if this is... You could just reset it and see if it was in a boot loop. You would have actually just straight up in the process of fixing your computer broke it even more, but who knows. Is everything S2 this week? Oh wait, no, okay. Only the PRs. You're gonna turn it off? I personally, if you've waited this long, I'd turn it off and try it again. There's no point in letting it run. If it hasn't booted now, it won't boot. In this. It's like boot loops usually mean that it turns on, turns off, turns on, turns off, and that's an indication of sometimes of hardware failure. But this I have no idea about. God, I'm gonna hit it. Yeah, so it's not a boot loop, where boot loop is actually slightly more helpful info-wise. Oh god, I'm gonna... Damn it. We go to the left so I can... To the back. That's a bit more open. There's too much left. Yes, unpause, unrewind me in midair. That's what I want. There we go. That's slightly better. Oh wait, it's a different one. Holy crap. What was I doing there? I just spawned outside of my house and I just assumed that was the one. Oh, wait, it's here. I need a dirt vehicle. Do the same thing. See if you can find the reset BIOS. Wait, see if you can get into the BIOS. Don't allow Windows to boot into BIOS. If you can't even access BIOS, then that's an issue. But if it's a Windows, if it's just Windows not booting correctly, then it's a Windows thing. Oh god. Oh my. BIOS? Okay, so if it's a BIOS, it might be a Windows corruption thing. So it actually might actually just be your hard drive. As you removed it and stuff, it could have corrupted the install. Or it just could be your hard drive dying. I've seen Lil Nas times and League. I saw like Travis Gafford and him bombing Travis Gafford's interview. I don't know. Is there an official partnership? Lil Nas? For the game itself? I wasn't aware. Oh, Nick's League World song. Oh, that's interesting. Not the first choice, but I'm excited to see what it's gonna be like. I don't know how much his style meshes with world songs, but and then so the next thing you could try, Steve, is try and boot into safe mode. I don't know if there's a specific way to do it. I think there should be a way to boot into safe mode. I don't know if it's through BIOS. I think you might have to use like a USB, Windows USB key, install to boot into safe mode. I don't know if you have one of those. If you have the one that you installed it on, then you should, because you should have installed Windows if you built your own PC. Well, no, you didn't build your own PC, but it should have come with a USB stick with the Windows file on it. Theoretically. I think that's usually how people, when they pre-build stuff, they usually do that. Standard procedure. It was preview. Sounds good. Oh, is it like closer to like old? Is it closer to Lil Nas's normal song, like his style, or is it closer to like world song style? I don't know if that's a good question to ask, but like I can't tell. 10 seconds. Okay. So I'll check it out. There's gotta be a track toy in a race. This should unlock it, right? Expo. I go sleep. My PC somehow started to auto repair. Oh, that's good. Let's see if that actually helps. I think it's actually might be just the Windows corruption, just from you knocking your hard drive around and uninstalling it. You might want to be careful. I don't know if it's a sign that your hard drive might be slightly damaged, or just, yeah, you do you on that one. Let's see here. Lil Nas League of Legends. Song teaser? Where's the teaser?
Hello.
If you could get tired of this song, you would, because it's so good.
Their boss is bosses. That's what he is.
I guess in a weird way, it kind of, they do match like League songs and Lil Nas's style, because Lil Nas's style is like essentially the same, where he'll sing a bit of it and then there's a drop. I think, if I remember correctly, it's like Old Town Road is hidden, right? So I guess it's not. I guess, but the drop is interesting. It's like seems a bit mellow and less epic, but we'll see. I'm always interested to listen to the lead song. If they somehow make that epic, it's gonna be pretty cool. Feels like this time it's more inspirational than epic though. From the 10 seconds I just heard. Which is also good. Kinda like the Star Guardian song that ended up coming out. Tune this. Get A-tune. Edutino with the vocals since Warriors. I mean, you know, it not be bad. Yeah,
Welcome back,
I totally agree. I do agree. You Grundy, imagine. Gwen's song. I actually haven't listened to the. I don't know Gwen's song. I haven't even played Gwen. I stopped playing before Gwen came out. I made the car slower. I don't know if that's a good idea. There's not a lot of surfaces to put anime on it, so. I don't know. I'm pretty sure their stuff is copyrighted now because they have a partnership. So I don't know if I can play the whole thing. I can get impressions of it, I think. Wait, what? I'm not seeing Gwen's song. Clueless? Is that Gwen's song? I can't seem to find it on YouTube. The Gwen theme is not that name. Yeah, it's hallowed, the hallowed streams. Yeah. That's not. Eh? Why are you calling it Clueless? I get the vibe.
So hard 'cause I loved you, but I'm finally feeling like myself. The wounds that were opened by you are now closing.
That's not my type of song, but I can see where you're coming from. It's definitely way different.
I think that I am moving on 'cause I do feel less broken. I needed a sign, this is a sign that I'm healing. I'm finally healing from you. I'm finally healing from you.
But yeah, definitely not my type of song. Not like it's bad or anything. I just don't know how to appreciate it, I think. I like a bit more going on in orchestrals and stuff. I guess that's why like League music is good to me. Epicness always gets me. I'm a sucker for that stuff, I guess. Are these even getting me 1 star? It should be, right? I got 2 star somewhere. I guess he's off the bed? Wow. Sleeping earlier than me. That's insane. Had a stressful day or something. Sure that the league music team always is, even their worst songs are pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Still like Phoenix, even though people say it's one of the weakest league songs. If it's made by them, I think it's still gonna sound pretty good. I have faith in them. They probably spent way too long on this song anyway. Just like, what are the benefits they have, right? Like, if they can spend a whole year on this one song. Actually, no, not really, I guess. They usually, like, they do, like, cinematics and stuff like that. Like, Gwen's theme and stuff like that. They're probably writing for that stuff a lot, too. Earn 5 air skills. Road race. Okay. Emerald it is because it's the fastest one. Actually, nah. we go. Have had quite a bit of practice on this track now. What? Why is that guy so aggressive? They tried to block me in a straight. Hello? Okay. Whoops, hit the wall. Be fine though. Classic Forza difficulty problem. I don't know why it had to happen like this, but it's always like the guy in first is so much faster than the rest of the group. Owner too shallow there. Be good to go though. I don't have to tune any cars, which is kind of nice. Oh wait, I got the treasure challenge off this. That's perfect. Exactly what I wanted. Do I do the challenges first? Where is this though? It's on the apex, essentially, outside of it. Quickly grab this. Alright, check the picture here. It's on the other side. That was right here. It's not right here, so. A couple of spots where it says this. Somewhere here? What? Am I blind? Yeah, I might be blind. I got it? When did I grab it? Did I not grab it? I just drove around it. Oh, I just literally just drove around it, lol. That's a bit embarrassing. Would I have to be in the Caterham? R500 inside the outpost. I think I have this car, right? R500. That's the thing. Perfect. This is bad, guys. I'm a bit hungry. I ate now, it'd be bad for me though. Would be bad. Wait, is the Colossus? Okay. It's championship, okay. Actually might be eating. So bad. Can you like what's happening right now? Why is the game frozen? Oh my god. There should be a tuned something here. This is oh, I don't remember. This is definitely tuned, but I don't know whose tune this is. I don't think this is a Carter tune. Take a picture. Makes sense. I don't have that. Is this what this engine can sound like? Unlimited. It doesn't have the signature AMG. Signature AMG sound. It sounds too high pitched. Because it's higher revving, maybe? Oops. Not the cleanest racing, I gotta say. I timed this right. Eat right before I go to bed. Be understeery, but that's kind of to be expected. extend that corner. Hey, hello Dante. Or are you awake? Got you up at night. Welcome, welcome. You woke up. Oh, wow. Sleep schedule is fine as usual. Impeccable as always. I'm not complaining because you're here. Also because of this cold. Oh. Damn. Sucks. When do you start feeling sick? Yeah, once you have like a cold or a sickness, it's like your sleep schedule kind of goes out the window because you're just gonna sleep all the time. Sleep is the best medicine. Same thing happened when I had like the Rona. My like days and nights were all scrambled. I just slept and then slept until I woke up and woke up until I slept again. I remember eating eating a full meal like 4 a.m. because that's when I woke up eventually. Felt decent enough to eat something, get out of bed. Realistically, it wasn't too bad. I just like was a bit more exhausted than usual. But probably at 4 a.m. I felt like I was hungry and I was too hungry to not get up out of bed and get something to eat. 3 days ago. Still not getting better? Or are you feeling any better than before, at least? Sidewalk. Nice little cruise here. Feel the same. Damn, that sucks. Drinking some more water. Get the meds. NyQuil. Wish you the best, buddy. Felt good enough to play games these days, or are you just stuck in bed most of the time now? Kinda wanna know, like, baseline how you're feeling essentially. You're mainly in bed. Oh, okay, so that's, yeah, that's really sucks. No fever though, right? Any headache? Or just plain up exhaustion, essentially. You want to play? Hey, don't push yourself. You do whatever makes you feel good at this point. At this point, it's all subjective, right? If you feel good enough and you want to play, I think I'll go for it. Making yourself happy is also a good type of medicine. Small stuff, maybe go back to Roblox and stuff. I don't know if you say Roblox, but did you? Did you say that you did? It's a new game you got into or something? Fever comes and goes. Oh, that kind of sucks too. You have fever. Fever's kind of hard to deal with because your body just wants to shut down. Whenever fever comes on. Yeah, it's hard to fight through a fever for sure. Weird that it's erratic. I guess some people like this hot and cold. So it should just be an extension of that essentially. Hard to concentrate here. The reason why today's stream was so late wasn't because of any urgent issue I had to deal with. It's literally like I got lost solving chess puzzles. I lost all my time. I was ready to wasted so much time. Like I just sat there for like 2-3 hours just solving chess puzzles. That chess itch once again. I was done with it. It's kind of stressful. I don't know why. I play chess online. Kind of stressful and frustrating. Alright, cool. Dude, this game does look great. Just driving through. Scenery, they did a good job. A lot of it is desert, which doesn't look particularly aesthetic, but it looks pretty cool. Can't wait to see what they do with Japan and the weebs. so hopefully they have some nods to that stuff. And it's also part of car culture, right? Like Juan Gone, Midnight Club. We are back. It looks good, but it's bad. It's hard for us to judge since we play it so much. I bet you most people don't encounter half the stuff we encounter. It's just that we play this game so much that we always encounter it. Of course, there's the crashing, which I think most people have encountered, but you have a different perspective than most. I still think overall it's a positive game. It's kind of a meme to call it bad. For me, at least. Oh yeah, I forgot this isn't that track where you have to stop at the top of the hill and left. It's Colossus. I honestly wonder how much better this game's gonna look for Horizon 6. I don't think there's a ton of improvement they can make, but I'm ready to be proven wrong. Probably will do some ray tracing for sure, because we'll have to start optimizing for the next gen. Well, it's not really next gen anymore, it's current gen consoles. Series X and stuff. Sucks to think about that. Ray tracing support for console games is always going to be a bit iffy. Like ray tracing support for this game, because I'm pretty sure it's still developed for console first, and then stuff is put onto the PC, like ported over, or like it's kind of enough afterthought. It makes sense because it is Xbox. But yeah, but like the hardware on, like the ray tracing hardware in consoles is kind of weak. Why your livery? I don't know. This is just the only car that was tuned. I don't even know if it's your tune. Yeah, I'm kind of sick of these songs now. Go back to Monster Cat. Those are copyright free, I think.
Marks presents Canada's 511 Levi stories. One pair of Levi's.
Well, they're not copyright free, but like
to live in them.
they'll just take my revenue, but I don't have any revenue.
Start your Levi story at Marks.
At least on YouTube. Why are you giving me iPhone ads, bro? You're never gonna buy an iPhone. What do I want to race? Everything's road, so it's nice. Modern Muscle. Let's get Modern Muscle out. Dante here, yeah. Muscle one's long. I mean, I have to do all of them anyway. Doesn't really matter. If you guys would get in here, if somebody helps me, it wouldn't be 5 races. No, Dante has a cold, so I don't think he's playing. He really should be resting. Like feverish and stuff, so I don't expect that. Storage drive isn't detected. Is there a connection to it, or maybe it looks just corrupt at this point? Or it's just broken? All possibilities. Could just be broken. It could. Could be corrupted because like bit flips when you installed it, or just I don't know, a multitude of things. Could be the connection. On either side could be the cable. There's tons of stuff that I don't know, unplug and plug it back in, see if it works. Yeah, it doesn't matter whether you think you touched it or not. At this point, it's like not about the touching bit. Like, you might have unintentionally touched it at some point when you were cleaning it. There's no point in going to BIOS because we know that you can hit the BIOS fine. It feels like it's a Windows thing. If it can't detect the drive, then if it's actually can't detect it, like have you tried? Can you boot Windows now or no? You try going through what's it called, like device manager, to see if it actually detects the drive. It just maybe the stuff on it is just so corrupt it doesn't even recognize it as a drive. Like it doesn't show up. It's unallocated. And then you can reformat the drive at least. You might have lost some stuff, but at least save the drive. Oh, you're watching on PC now? Okay. So you can go to like device manager and see if it's actually detected through that. If it actually like, if as a device it exists, but you don't see it anymore, it's because of like Windows allocation. If you want to see if you can somehow save the data, at least you can give it another shot. If you really wanted to, like you try like restarting the computer again. You could try unplugging and plug it back in before you restart it, like after you before you turn it back on, just in case that it might somehow be able to be detected. Otherwise, if you're ready and happy to think that your data is forfeit, then you could just reallocate / format the drive over and again. If you just can't see it at all, then there's something hardware-wise that's wrong. It's no longer just the software, I think. It's safe to say. Or it's just like Windows, the Windows install is so corrupt it doesn't work. But at this point I don't think so, because you can boot fine. That could still be an issue. Hey, welcome Dante. Back. He's made the cardinal mistake of trying to clean his computer, so he opened it up, like removed the GPU and stuff and cleaned it, and now his computer is running into a ton of issues. Oh Mal. No, it's not should work, you're just hoping it works, fingers crossed. Unplug all the cables to the hard drive and replug them back in when your computer's off. There's no guarantee it should work or anything. It's literally like your fingers crossed it works. Otherwise, all your data is gone no matter what you do. Right? Either like replacing the drive or because it's hardware broken, or reallocating / formatting it because it's become so corrupted. That even Windows doesn't recognize it as a drive. You could like go online and look for data recovery. if it does exist, but that's like out of my expertise for sure at that point. But you can Google it. So many races in this championship. I don't know why, but I'll have to do open racing as well. I might just leave the open racing bit for tomorrow. If I get it done tonight, then I might leave HRA for tomorrow. I'm gonna be honest here. We'll see. Come help? Wait, are you actually helping? Nice. Don't force yourself, brother. Okay, shown us unknown device. Okay, so now... Wait, no, you're... Why are you plugging it in when your computer is on? That's such a bad idea. So what did you do? You just look it up in the device manager? Okay. So what you want to do now is either if you're like if you're saying that you don't want any of the data on it anymore, you could try reallocating / formatting it. I can't off the top of my head tell you how to reallocate it, but if you search it up online, you'll see it. Allocating a drive on Windows. Otherwise, you might want to try a restart. As I mentioned, last ditch effort, restart. Unplug cables, replug cables. Hopefully your data shows up and recognizes it again. Otherwise, so that's one way to hopefully keep your data. Otherwise, another way to see if you can keep your data, if the unplugging stuff doesn't work, is you can look into like free data recovery tools online. I don't know how much of it is free, to be fair. I don't think paying is worth it because it's not ever really guaranteed, especially the stuff that's software based. There are companies out there that will do data recovery on hard drives, even on broken hard drives especially. But of course that's like money you have to pay them and you have to send it in and stuff, so whether or not you think that's worth it, it's up to you. If it's just game files, then probably not. All right. So you can help with this actually. Appreciate it, Dante. You the best. I think we just have to win 3 instead of the 5 if you help. It's really awesome. Thank you. Race against the sun. Ooh. All right, here we go. Here we go. It's also nice not having to fast travel and reactivate an event because it just happens back to back. It's nice. Overall co-op experience is just better. Co-op experience is just faster. Car feels a bit soft, but just drives fairly well. It worked. There you go. Didn't lose any of your data. That's good. Let's just see if it defaults again. Pretty sure it was a Windows issue at this point. It's looking more and more like it's just a Windows corrupted install issue. That's probably what you should have tried first. I thought you tried this already, not gonna lie, but actually no, you probably don't need to try it first because realistically, you just removed hardware and didn't do anything to the software. Probably just like act of God flip cause some corruption when you remove stuff. Fire Forza refresh again. Yeah, you could do that. But also alternatively just run like a benchmark or something. That stresses the computer out. guess Forza would be more about it because it might be your storage drive. Now that I think about it, I was trying to Forza actually like constantly accesses hard drive because it always has to load the open world. If you check out the drive activity on like Task Manager and stuff, it's constant when you're driving around free roam. So it could be a loading thing. In which case, then if you might want to look into getting a new storage drive. Dante, you have a cold. Why are you so fast? Why are you Michael Jordan right now? Why are you having a flu game? Single stick 8 gigabytes? Okay, you really shouldn't like test two things at once, but I guess you kind of maybe forgot to put in the other stick right now, but nice, straight into the next one. Oh my god, this is a tight track. Oh, it's because it's not this sequence. Didn't play it in this sequence. To be fair, it's just a normal crash or B-Sod crash. If it's just a regular crash, it might just be a Forza thing. Big difference between blue screen and crashing the game. Dude, now I'm a bit tired of not focusing a lot because I'm trying to... that guy was hard to pass. The other stick. Don't think it's RAM if it's insta crash, but whatever. Try whatever you can at this point. It wouldn't hurt. It's still crashing, so what's the issue? Maybe just a hard drive at this point. You might have like a faulty hard drive. Faulty connection to the hard drive. Is it a B-Sod? Is it a... Did you crash out of Forza or did you blue screen out of Forza? Insta blue screen. I think at that point then it sounds a lot like your hard drive is faulty. Like, I don't know what utilities you can try and check for, drive health. I think there's like utilities for that, or maybe even a built-in one where you can look at events about the hard drive, and it can kind of tell you how healthy your hard drive is if there's like read errors and stuff. So if you do the single, if you like still suspect it's single stick, it's the stick of RAM that's the issue, and you have to swap with the other stick of RAM to see if it's the other stick that's the problem. So if currently you have one stick in, replace this stick with another one, the other one. Yeah, but then that's not like a hard, it doesn't detect hardware issues. Like if it's like, could be RAM, but honestly, like it's a multitude of things possible. But like the whole fact that loading something from your hard drive is immediately crashing it, whereas you can load boot up just fine. An easy way to prove it is to run something really strenuous from your root drive and see if that crashes. VSOD. If it still crashes the blue screen, then yeah, you might be right. Then it's the RAM. So have you tested both sticks of RAM yet, like separately? You said you only have one stick of RAM right now, right? Did you put the other one in? Like, have you tried the other stick itself yet? And honestly, at this point, what you really want is for the problem to be a stick of RAM, because that's an easy fix. It's also kind of cheap. You do know that once you go down to a stick of RAM, you have to change the location where you plug it into your hard motherboard, right? Like, you don't just leave the... Okay, cool. Yeah. You really do kind of want it to be the stick of RAM at this point. If I were you. Just a stick of RAM is easy to fix. Hard drive's a bit iffy because you have to get a new hard drive and then like hope that the old hard drive survives long enough that it can transfer all your data over. Assuming that you really need the data. If it's not a lot of personal data, then it doesn't really matter. But... Hey, only 3 races. Let's go. What's next? He's smarter than I thought. JKs. Oh, this thing again. Such a bad tune, this one, but whatever. This is literally a trash tune, but... both RAM and faulty, I get new RAM sticks. Problem is, if you have both, if both are faulty, then it's likely that it's not RAM. That's more likely than saying that both my sticks of RAM became faulty overnight. But like at that point, you're kind of out of options. I would just take your computer to a repair shop and have them test it. Because the only way to fully confirm whether it is both sticks of RAM suddenly becoming unusable is if you have a different set of RAM completely that you know is good. And only like computer shops stock that. Unless you have a spare set of RAM sitting around that you know that's known good. Should probably go ahead. Yeah, there we go. This car's slow. I'd just be slowing you down. Hard at traffic. Traffic real bad over there. Get to the computer repair shop. Why you wouldn't check this all of a sudden? You run check this before? Don't work? Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's the same stop code. I mean, we know it's definitely the same issue over and over, so we haven't gotten out of that. Apparently, some people say it's GPU drivers. I doubt it. They're just kind of. Memory diagnostic, they say it's fine. Oh, that's interesting. Repair system files. Memory check might be interesting to do. Doubt it's that though. Clean boot. We tried clean boot. No, he's not building a PC. He just cleaned his. He just removed the GPU and reinstalled it and stuff to help to clean the inside of his PC. And then after he reinstalled everything, it broke. Apparently online people are saying it's a lot of software issues. They suspect it's software, but I don't know, man. It's kind of weird that you clean out a computer and suddenly have it be software. What you could try is clean boot or safe booting and see if that fixes it. That would really confirm whether it's software. Don't know necessarily how you would stress test the system at that point, but there must be a way. I mean, at this point, it's kind of could be whatever. It's kind of hard to diagnose. If I look up memory management online, VSOD, everybody refers to it as driver level errors. Driver software. Apparently. Of course, I didn't get too deep into the Google search. I literally just searched up the first couple things, just came up as software, but there might be some people that have gotten that to screen of that probably had a hardware issue. I haven't. Maybe I'll take a look at Reddit after this race. These, you don't know if it's RAM, so don't. Again, at this point, I would take it to a computer repair shop. Because it, okay, for me personally, it's unlikely that both your RAM sticks suddenly became bad. I'm just gonna say that. I doubt it will fix your issue. Just getting RAM sticks. More likely to be a single point of failure rather than both points of failures being bad. It just doesn't make sense for it to suddenly be both RAM sticks failing. It's more likely that your motherboard is failed, so it doesn't matter how many RAM sticks or which RAM sticks you put in. Maybe like a contact issue or like capacitor got knocked loose while you were cleaning it. That's at least slightly more likely. I feel like the hard drive, because it's a single point of failure, that's more likely as well than suddenly both sticks of RAM going bad. Of course, I could be wrong, and there's like the most unlikely. You don't even know if it's the new motherboard. That's the problem. You still don't actually know what the problem is, because you don't have a known good GPU to replace. Like, it could very well be the GPU being the problem, or it could be software. That's why, like, you should try clean booting if you haven't. If you have and it hasn't fixed anything, then move on, I guess. But then you can kind of conclude it's not software. I don't know how much you want to dive in. Try and see if you can solve it through software. Clean install might work. Clean install of Windows just to eliminate some factors. Don't go out buying stuff yet. You haven't fully diagnosed the issue yet. Oh, I get a chance to drive the GT3. Let's go. So I wouldn't go out buying anything quite yet. You're just gonna end up. You're more than likely to end up wasting more money than not if you go into like thinking you have to buy something new immediately. Try to install Windows. Get a game or something onto your boot drive that you can fit on it. I know it's only 128, so it's kind of tough. Test on that. If running straight off your boot drive is fine, then it might be hard drive. I'm leaning towards the hard drive issue because it had that whole like not allocated, like couldn't identify, and you just got it to identify it again. I think that's like a kind of a sign that it might be going bad. Whether or not you can check disk health, you might want to look at checking disk health. There must be utilities and stuff like that where you can check disk health. At this point, you might want to do a bit of Googling on that. Otherwise, even before you reinstall Windows, you could try clean boot or whatever online. I think I just saw safe mode or clean boot. That should like it basically strip Windows down to like 4 essentials. Only the essential software. And if that fixes it, then I'll be happy. The reinstall might work out very well. Or you could just go full hog and reinstalling Windows. I mean, you've done it before, haven't you? Or did you just delete Forza that one time? I remember you saying that Forza wasn't installed yet on your computer. I don't know what you were doing with it. RAM issues don't usually show up only when it's taxing. Like just regular browsing uses RAM, right? So anything uses RAM. So if a RAM stick is bad, it shouldn't even boot. Usually, I don't know. Crashing on updated Windows. Yeah, I guess reinstalling Windows could be something you try. Otherwise, you can bring it to a computer repair shop possibly. But there's no way that you can like test the test the motherboard or unless you have a friend with a motherboard that can just lend you or something. That's the only way, right? You gotta eliminate all the variables. Test on a good, like a known good CPU. Okay, this is okay. And test a known motherboard, a good motherboard. Okay, this is fine. And then like eliminate all the stuff it can't be. I know it's tedious, but that's kind of what you just have to do at this point. I'll update Windows. I mean, it always crashes for me, so I just don't do anything about it. Racked on that track, by the way, Dante. I don't know how to take the final corner, and you just like take it perfect every single time. Also, may or may not be not fully concentrated. Focus. Making stupid mistakes. Luckily Dante's here. Oh, are you serious? Onto the carry right now. Actually, now that I think about it, if it is the hard drive, I don't think your plans change at all. But when it comes to buying new hardware, these, because you'll just end up you'll just have to buy your NVMe drive now and put all your and then like just put all your hard drive stuff onto it instead. You have to buy a bigger SSD, or maybe like forego the NVMe and just get a SATA SSD that has enough capacity to replace your hard drive. Alright, final thing of the night, I think. I'll leave open racing for tomorrow, and there's no way I'm doing that tonight. Trial time. I'm not ordering food. I kind of wanted to order food, but I'm gonna be so tired if I stay up and eat food. I'll just sleep. Stop myself from being unhealthy. I'm gonna be so wrecked tomorrow. Nah, man. Nah. Tomorrow will be more open racing. Just the regular chill open racing stuff. Tomorrow, if anybody wants to join for that, free. And then the day after, thinking maybe I'll do Genshin another night because I have to get through some stuff. Otherwise, I might be doing HRA Saturday night. Feeling the Genshin a bit more because there's just so much to do still in Genshin. I don't want it to pile up because essentially you have the event coming up soon. The anniversary event. Ooh, Super Saloons. I don't think I have one. Well, why? Oh, I might have a bird. This thing. Oh wait, no, I have this. This is Malik. I think this was the Merc was by Carter, but it's one of his worst ones that always understeered. Oh, this is a fast setup. Let's drink some more water. And hopefully that tides me over a bit more. Hunger-wise. Casually die in the middle of the middle of the night. Oh god. This is kind of a mess right now. Oh, I missed the checkpoint. Alright, good luck, boys. Tried to avoid a teammate and ended up missing the checkpoint. Go Dante. Luckily, if you have to need to build a new PC, new hardware is coming around soon. That guy literally saw me passing and immediately turned into me. What? Didn't know that was a programming in the AI. RWO Gamer. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for following, my dude. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream as much as I enjoy streaming it. Welcome, welcome. Really appreciate the support. Ram my teammate. I'm too nice for that. I'm not heartless like some of these guys. Got a wall rider. I see. I missed the checkpoint again. Twice. Bad. I'm doing okay. It's a bit late for me, so I'm not looking forward to work tomorrow. I really wanted to do the festival quiz tonight, so I'm staying up. What about you? This is the last thing I'm doing tonight, by the way. So I'll be back on tomorrow, and we'll be doing some just regular open racing tomorrow night. Oh yeah, how are you doing, RWO Gamer? Brings you to the stream tonight. Oh my god, how did these guys so slow? They're unbeatable bots. Oh wait. If gap par right there, I did it, then I would be proud. $7.15, good. Oh yeah, it's like 2:30 for me. It's almost 3 now for me. How is this car considered a saloon, by the way? It's M2, right? It's a pretty loose definition of saloon. It only has 2 doors. You can kind of fit 2 people in the back, although it's kind of tight from what I understand. The M2 is not very good for leg room in the back. Go first, Dante. A bit of a drift there. Always makes it tougher, the rain a little bit. That's one thing the rain in Forza Horizon never does. It's like you never really aquaplane on anything unless it's a huge puddle. Whereas in hard rain, harsh rain, and like Gran Turismo and stuff, you literally just aquaplane have no grip. I guess in a sense they don't want to be too harsh this game because it kind of ruins the vibe. Just essentially turn up the slide, especially in this game. Less grip overall. Like not super sophisticated, the rain physics. Makes sense. Within context, those randoms. At least they're not like dead last. So don't have to just worry about them too much. Old steel. All right, so I think we're gonna call that complete. Yeah, we didn't have to completely carry them. At least they pulled their weight slightly, very slightly. All right, so with that, this stream is now officially over, boys. Thanks everybody for watching. Sorry if it started a bit late, all that stuff. Yeah, I just got completely distracted. Doing chess puzzles on chess. Did that for like 2 or 3 hours today, so. Wash your whole. You can wash your keyboard in a dishwasher. That's the only thing I know about. But I mean, if you're willing to, if you're gonna throw it away out of frustration, I mean, you could technically. I'm pretty sure you might ruin your washing machine as well, because small little capacitors and stuff could break off and get clogged in your washing machines. I wouldn't recommend it. But yeah, so that said, thanks everybody for watching. Y'all have been awesome. Thank you to RWO Gamer for the follow. It's kind of unfortunate timing that you ended up joining right at the end. But yeah, I stream every single night, and tomorrow night is gonna be more Forza. I'll be playing some open racing, open lobby, and all that good stuff. Thanks for the help. I don't know how much I help, but I guess I ramble on a little bit about this stuff. But yeah, I do a lot of troubleshooting on my own, and I like doing that, so I have a bit of experience with that stuff. So hopefully that was helpful. Yeah, I did the same thing when I got a new GPU and started blue screening whenever I played Forza, and after I installed it, but I think it was like a loose power cable or something. I guess it didn't really help, but I have a bit of experience and know the field a bit more at this point, helping some friends out and all that good stuff. But yeah, hopefully it helps. But yeah, so with that said, hopefully you guys have a great rest of the day, night, morning, afternoon, wherever you guys are from. Just have a great day in general, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully for some Forza, and hopefully Steez's computer will be alive and well, fingers crossed, and he'll be able to join up our convoy tomorrow. And also blessings go and Good vibes goes out to Dante. Hopefully you also feel better tomorrow. Yeah, you're gonna beat this cold, man. I have faith. We're all gonna be playing tomorrow. Yeah. Hopefully that work pans out, and I have a lot of faith in that. All right. Have a good night, guys. Take care. Bye bye.